Welcome to The Sting, our monthly show dedicated to our junior bees. I'm Luke Gregory, and this month we're down at the training ground. It's a beautiful day, and here's what's coming up. B-teamers Joe Adams, Finn Stevens, Nathan Shepherd and Alex Gilbert go head-to-head on the international stage with Wales and the Republic of Ireland. And from Welsh Dragons to Cal the Dragon, the TikTok sensation tells us how he's using his platform for good. And talking of good, Charlie Good tells us the 3 best things about being a defender. And the man playing behind the defenders, Luke Daniels, talks us through his FIFA Ultimate 11. Well, let's get started. It's been quiet here at Jersey Road, and that's because of 14 international call-ups for our lads. Some of them have played against each other this week, including B-teamers Joe Adams, Nathan Shepherd, Finn Stevens and Alex Gilbert, all going head-to-head in the same game. Wales under-21s, the Republic of Ireland under-21s. Here's how it went down.
Here's the Welsh lads. Yes, much.
Have you been training at the same place as us?
That Collier's Park.
Yeah. What, have you been training in the afternoon?
I think you're on the good pitch though, you've stuck us on the bad pitch. Any of you starting?
All of us.
Yeah, full?
I reckon.
If you play then, should we guess?
Joe starting, 9.
Yeah, are you in goal much?
Nah, right back.
Should be an easy win then.
Tidy, yeah. Hopefully someone snaps it.
I think they're nervous if I'm being honest.
Nah, I would not back Gil to score regards.
Oh, ease off.
Cal the Dragon is starting in front of Nate on Friday.
Oh, is it? Doesn't really matter, to be fair.
I think God Dragon saves everything, doesn't it?
I'll let you boys go.
2-1 to us, probably. That's been generous, that.
It is a bit.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 2-0 to the Wales.
3-0.
I'm going to give them a bit of leeway and just say they'll get 1, but I'm going to go 3-1 to Ireland.
Cheers.
Alright, all the best. All the best, lads. Good luck.
All the best, Gils.
Watch your stuff.
Cheers, mate. Nice one.
Yeah, he's absolutely done me. He picked me up after it and said, sorry, I had to be done. But I was through, wasn't I?
And it's full time at Collier's Park, and very unlucky result for Wales, but well deserved for the Irish as well. And both teams are very even throughout.
Obviously for Finn, Al, Sheps, first taste of it. So I'm sure that all the families and friends are extremely proud. Yeah, I always loved coming away with the lads. Got a lot of mates here. So yeah, it's always good playing international football. You learn a lot of things. So yeah, it's been good. There must be doing something right. There's 4 lads representing in the 21 level in the same game. Must be doing something right. So yeah, I'll credit to the system and the way it's going, because it's obviously working.
A goal for Joe, but Alex coming back with the bragging rights as Republic of Ireland win 2-1. Now, on to a goalkeeper who's taken TikTok by storm. Move over, Manuel Neuer. Cal the Dragon is here. 15 million likes. He's a TikTok sensation. So I spoke to him about how I can become a TikTok star just like him. Cal the Dragon, thanks for joining us. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, mate. Look, we're sat here in March and your TikTok is blowing up. Over 600,000 followers, nearly 12 million likes. It's been an incredible journey. When did this all start?
Well, I started TikTok in 2019, and over the 2 years, it's been gradually growing. But since last year, back in the last year, it's been really starting to explode. The viral hashtags, that's probably why it's just blowing up.
And look, mate, your TikTok is more than just content. You're also raising money for Autism Speaks. Tell me a bit more about them and why you're using your platform to raise money for them.
The reason why I've got that charity on there is because I suffer with it. I've got autism. So I want to say to people, people that say autism's not bad. It can be bad in situations. Some people can't control it in the way like I can. I'm quite good at it, but I just want to help people with raising money for charities in the future and stuff. Let's say if they don't do it anyway, but I like to raise money for charities. I think it's great for charities.
What would you say to someone who's watching your videos and goes, you know what, I'm going to make my own TikTok channel? What piece of advice would you give to someone just starting out on TikTok?
Well, like me, when I started off very, very cautiously. But my first ever TikTok, didn't do very well. It only had like 10k views. But then I started to think, what if I try and switch it up a bit? And then I started to turn up the heat a bit, and it's worked. So if any new TikTokers out there, take it slow and then maybe move it a phase. That's what I did.
When did you first play in goal? When was this? Because like growing up for me, I was like, I want to be a striker. I want to be the one scoring the goals. So what made you want to be the one keeping them out?
I became a goalkeeper in 2010. I was a former striker, outfielder. I wasn't too bad, but I retired from that because I was starting to slow pace down. I was starting to slow down outfield. But then I just wanted to become a goalkeeper, and that's why I am now. And I think it's probably my best thing I've ever done.
And what do you love most about being a goalkeeper?
Commanding people, because I'm a captain.
Very vocal.
I'm very, very good at command of area.
And I'm sure there are loads of youngsters out there who want to be a goalkeeper, and you know, maybe they look at you and go, actually, I'd quite like to have a goal in my back garden and save some shots. What would your 3 tips be to someone who's upcoming, wants to become a goalkeeper? What are the 3 things you would say to them?
If you're just starting as a keeper, you don't rush into saves that are difficult, because you could hurt yourself. For me, I started out with just catching drills and stuff to just get the hang of it. But then when I moved it up a phase, I went to start to go for like the low catching saves, like diving across and catching. So it's just improving every single time.
Well, mate, keep smashing it. And a little surprise for you, we've got a Brentford top in the post on its way to you. We can't wait to see that in a TikTok.
What I'll do, as soon as it comes, I'll on a weekend, right? I'll tag Brentford in the video so you can see it and see what you think, and I'll wear it with my new goalkeeper gloves as well.
We can't wait to see that, mate. That's going to be great. Thank you so much for joining us, Callum.
No problem whatsoever.
And if you want to see Cal repping his Brentford kit, head over to our TikTok at Brentford FC. Loads of gold in there as well, by the way. And if you're not following, get following. You'll be missing out. Now, Photoshop time. Last time out, we asked you to edit this photo of Tariq Fosu. And once again, thanks to everyone for sending stuff in. Here are some of our favourites. Look, some great entries. And the one we all wanted was Tariq Fosu with that bus. Brilliant stuff, we absolutely love that. And we've got another challenge for you this time out with this photo of Pontus Jansson, probably taken somewhere just behind me over there. So we want to see you get creative. Take that photo from the description down below, and that's where you'll find the email address you have to send it into as well. Maybe you'll edit in his teammate and one of his centre-back partners, Charlie Good. We asked him recently the 3 best things about being a defender.
The best thing about being a defender is, for one, keeping clean sheet. The best thing about being a defender, I think, winning headers, making vital blocks at the last stitch tackles. The best thing about being a defender is, and obviously getting up set pieces and scoring goals is always a big part as well.
I know exactly what he means. Scoring a goal as a defender, nothing beats it. Now, FIFA time, my favourite part of the show, and this man came through Manchester United's academy. He's represented England at youth level, and I tell you what, there's some cracking names in this team. This is Luke Daniels' FIFA Best 11 of players he's played with and against.
My goalkeeper, I think, would be Ben Foster. I still know, I think at 38, I love watching him. I think the way he approaches it and the way he plays is still, he's got to be like 37, 38, something like that, and he's still, for me, the best in the division. Left back, I'll go Rico. And this is quite a tough one because I've played with some like really good left backs, but I just think, again, for his age, and I can remember, I can count on one hand in 4 years how many bad games he's had. So it's like he's just consistently good, and he gives you so much both ways. Centre half, first one I'll go Johnny Evans, who I was with in the youth, like the academy and stuff at Man United. You just go on to like the career he's had. He's good at everything. He's good on the ball. He's a good defender. And for me, defenders, that's got to be the main attribute. Where like sometimes you get defenders that don't like defending, which for me is just madness. So he's my. I'll put him on the left, and then on the right I'll go Craig Dawson, which is like I played with him at West Brom for a while and stuff, and he's like just the ultimate defender. He's like a psycho, but in a really good way. I've never seen anybody like take everything so seriously and so like put himself on the line so much. So again, that for me as a centre half, I love to watch that. Right back, I will go Henrik. I think Henrik, again, consistency. I think is 4 years we've been together and stuff, and I just think you know what you're getting. A good competitor, a good leader, good guy. So yeah, I'd put him in there. And this when it gets exciting now. Exciting midfielders. Steven Gerrard is gonna go midfield. I remember I played against him. He was only in a friendly once, but like you could just see he was like head and shoulders above everything else out there, and he was just he's like a legend of the game. So there's no way he can not make it in the team. He's one of them. He just takes over. He just seemed to be everywhere, and it was like, yeah, he's not bad, him, is he? Next midfielder, I will go Chris Brunt, who again I think is probably one of the most underrated Premier League player in the last few years. I think his left foot was absolutely unbelievable, and like you'd see it in training. He'd hit it sometimes, and it was passing before you'd even seen it. Before you even realised he was shooting, it was like, oh, there you go. I might go Christian for that defensive role, bit of balance. Yeah, I think his reading of the game is up there with the best I've seen. And I think, like last season, for me, he was obviously of like the likes of Ollie and Saeed and Brian and stuff got a lot of attention, rightly so. But for me, like Christian was exactly what took us to where we got to because it allowed everybody else to do their job because you knew where he was. Attacking players, I'm going to go with Lukaku, who's at West Brom with, and I think like you look what he's gone on and done since he was at West Brom, but even when he was only 19 or something like that at West Brom, and we're obviously a bottom half Premier League team at the time, mid-table at best, and I think he scored like 20 goals or something silly, and he's just, but it's his work, for me it was like his work rate off the pitch, like not off the pitch, on the training ground and stuff, like, because me coming through as a young goalkeeper, or as the youngest goalkeeper, and it's like, I got to work with him after training all the time, and it really helped, it made me better because you've got someone who's on loan from Chelsea working that hard, and you can see why he's gone on and done what he's done. I'm going to go Diego Costa at Chelsea because he's a bit nuts, isn't he? And I quite like that. So like, I think in a team you need a balance of like really good footballers and like the fancy ones, and he was that as well. But he had that nasty streak, and I quite like that especially it's like old school centre forwards. Like I quite like that. I'm going to go Ollie on left of a front three for balance. I think you look at what he's done, and obviously like this week he made his England debut, and again I go back to he's someone that you really want to do well because of how he is and stuff like that, and he's got all the ability in the world, he's got the work rate to match, and he's a nice guy. So it's like you'll never hear anyone say a bad word about him, which is sickening really. But he's yeah, I'd put him in there, just not just what he is now, but what he could be.
A monster front three, Diego Costa, Lukaku, and it's lovely to see Ollie Watkins in there as well, isn't it? Unfortunately, that's all we have time for this month. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.